Feels weird that this champ hasn't been played at Worlds yet. Bro, it's true.
Month, please help me.
Where's the Azir at? Chat, by the way, I was playing Flex Q last night, and yes, maybe I was bullying some low elos, but man, I feel like I'm so good at jungle right now. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. We League players are different. LoL streamer Noam Whatley fell out of a third-story window and miraculously survived life-threatening injuries. He woke up from a coma, posted that he cannot wait to play League of Legends, and put his injuries on a tier list. I saw this, man. Yo, Noam Whatley is a chat, man. I read his thread about it. You know, he fell from a 3-story building, his head cracked open in 2 places, and he got put into a medically induced coma. And he won. He came out alive. And he's recovering. He's like 80% blind now and all that stuff. I think hopefully his eyesight's getting better. I'm not sure. You know what? But bro, he had a 15% chance to survive. Yeah, he had a 15% chance to survive. 15%. But do you know what, bro? Do you know what he tweets after that? I don't know if I can show the tweet. Wait, fuck, that's me. Don't worry, lads. Liam Payne might have died from the same accident, but already had brain damage from League of Legends. Breaking my head open wasn't as bad for me. Bro. What is my man tweeting? I can't even, like, get mad at him or, like, even, like, disagree with the tweet because he lived. Like, he actually lived. Yeah, I saw it. Basically, he fell out of the window. He has traumatic brain injury. Acute subdural hemota, 2 bleeds in his brain, 2 concussions, vicious hemorrhaging in his right eye, submacular hemorrhaging in his left eye, 80% blind, he fractured his pelvis, his spine, broke his foot, lost his sense of taste, and he's bald.
Am I doing here?
And they did a tier list of how much they suck. And he lived, man. He was in hospital for 7 weeks in a coma. He's, like... He put S tier, I'm bald. Yo, you are such a absolute giga chat, bro. He lived that. Unbelievable.
XPP.
Miraculous, actually. Like, I think the odds of living that, I don't know them, but someone said 15%. That's, bro, 15%, he likes those odds. Completely smashes it. Completely smashes it. This video is obviously just for fun, by the way. Even though I had a stupidly high death rate, severe brain damage rate, I think it's worth laughing at your own misfortune. It would have been sad if I died, but being a legitimately brain damaged top laner is a little funny. Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Kesha said, somehow this is all not as bad as being a Tam Kench trick. Oh my god. 15% win. That's crazy. He really did have thick skin, huh? What else? #1 in Twitch in all categories. Caedrel dominates Twitch. #1 in all categories for the past 7 days. #1 in hours watched. #1 in English ranking. #1 in male ranking. #1 in peak viewers. #1 in League of Legends Twitch. #1 in UK. Holy clappers. That's my grat. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what to... I don't know. It's hard to know what to say. I obviously, like, when I started streaming in 2019, I had, like, 10 viewers for 2 years. Or 1 year. I'll never forget, in my contract as a pro player, it said if I stream 20 hours a month, I'll get an extra 500 euros a month. So I just turned my stream on and put a whale video on when I went to sleep. With 3 viewers. And it worked for like 5 months. Until they found out what I was doing. That was actually... It actually happened. When I went to sleep. 11, 12-hour whale video. And I never really thought I would be a streamer, bro. Because I'm so fucking introverted. And I'm so mega awkward. And when I saw some streamers, man, they're so extroverted and outgoing and stuff. But I guess just streaming League and being in love with the game seemed to... like, was reciprocated well by people. But I obviously think, like, if you contextualize this, it is because of co-streaming, right? Without co-streaming, I would never get here, I think. But I fought a lot of battles to get co-streaming over the last few years. Because I feel like co-streaming was becoming my #1 thing, you know? Yeah, I appreciate everyone who comes into the stream. everyone who comes into the stream and watches the stream and hangs out for the co-streams, or just watches me play Yone every day, or fucking is here for variety and is sitting there for like 6 months straight watching me play League, hoping that I'll do variety eventually. Maybe we'll have a party, chat. Should we have a party? I think we're almost at 1 million followers on Twitch. Should we have a rat party or some shit? It's crazy though, but I feel like there's so many better streamers. Like, it's nuts, and I appreciate that, like, I'm #1 now, but if I look at other streamers, the things that they do and they pull off is nuts. The events that they pull off, from Ibai's events, I think to me, Ibai and Caedrel are like the 2 best streamers. Yep. Caedrel, Ibai, and iShowSpeed, I think, are the 3 best streamers for me, because they just take it to the next level. I don't know how they do it. They just take it to the next level. They take live streaming to the next level as like a career. I feel like we've built up a really funny community, I will say. Like, as much as it says Caedrel's #1 there, I really think like the chat is also #1, because I know for a fact, and I'm not just saying this as a joke, but a lot of people actually tune in for the chat. Sometimes this chat can get mega degenerate, but the chat is like really wholesome, and it's a really good sense of community, because you all share the same brain cell somehow. So yeah, I think the chat... also, I steal a lot of your jokes. Listen, I'm not that funny, chat. I'm going to be honest. Listen, I steal 90% of your jokes. I just say them out loud. One guy writes them, I say them out loud. Everyone keks for me, and that guy's message gets lost. Hey, I'm not going to lie. The chat's kind of funny. The chat's kind of funny.
Mega pace.
All right, what else? The Shy and Rookie are rumored to return to... What is this, chat? Does anyone speak Mandarin in the chat?
方消息爆料，明年的 Shy 和 Rookie 携手重回 IG， 超级顶流战队真要来了！世界赛还没结束，转会期的小道消息就开始传出来了。近日曾在某办上爆料过下决地址等重要信息的爆料人再次放出猛料，他表示明年的 Shy 和 Rookie 会重回 IG 打比赛。 而且宝蓝牛王也会加入，但不打比赛。此消
Baolan and Ning better not join the team as well. If she's saying Baolan and Ning are coming as well, they fucking no.
消息一出就让人川人泪目。想过在 Shy 复出会找 Rookie， 但真没想过他俩会重回 IG。之前阿乐就在直播中透露，明年会有一支超
Ala did say something. I remember Ala did say something about like teams were cutting budgets or some shit.
级顶流的战队。
很多队伍明年还是摆烂的，但是明年一定会有。
Okay, I don't understand any of that. IG has changed ownership to a new owner with a lot of money who was a fan of 2018 IG. Although there are many rumors that the LPL will be budget next year with declining viewership if they don't win Worlds this year, some teams are still expected to put up super teams to try and win the trophy at home. Bro, if there's a team with Rookie in the Shy next year, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Lost Ratones to Shy. Oh my god. One day that will happen. One day that'll happen. Bro, next year could be crazy. If this team that I'm setting up works next year and we start winning and the Shy's playing, bro, I'm gonna be fucking perma-stroking it. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fucking nuts. It's gonna be the best year ever. Ruler's going back to the LCK? Really? But I thought he's under contract with JG for another year. I think he's on a contract for another year. He's not going to LCK next year. But BDD is re-signed. He's not going to the military, which is big. Bro, if Jun is not in FNATIC, and the rumors are true that Noah Jun are out, I really hope Dam1 plus Kia picks up Jun straight away. ASAP Rocky. DK Jun would be insane. That actually would be insanity. What is this? T1, whenever the tournament has the word world in it. Bro, why is it that Carria's the face actually just suits Carria really well? The rest of it doesn't suit too much, but Carria, it's perfect. That is just Carria. Players with winning lanes with gold lead at minute 14 in Worlds 2024. Players with winning lanes with gold lead at minute 14. Are you just basically saying gold difference at 14? Is that it? Where's Chuvy? But it's... Okay, I don't want to discredit that. But T1 were the one team that had a complete stomp in their series out of all the series. So it's natural that because they didn't lose a game, that they're highest in stats. That's just how it works. Whereas other teams are more competitive against each other, the stats are a lot more fluctuating because you lost games, right? So, yeah, still cool. 2019 Reckless and Griffin Viper. What the fuck? Why does this picture look AI? Did this happen? Huh? Time traveler moves a chair. The timeline. What the hell? Ah. Wait, that means Reckless has a fully signed Griffin jersey. That thing's probably worth $1 million in like 10 years. Holy fuck, a fully signed Griffin jersey. That's gotta be like the most rarest piece of LoL Esports history. Damn. Yo, frame that shit. That shit's rare. Minion waves timing changes coming now. Mid can roam more. A change I have not seen in the data mine is that minion crash wave timings have been adjusted for 14-22. In mid-season 13, we adjusted silent minions to much move faster, so the lane met around the same time as mid. This was to reduce the power of roams, but that was perhaps too effective and undesirable. It is currently thought to be one of the main reasons AD carries are showing up mid in pro. Roaming from mid lane was nerfed heavily by this timing change, so champs that wanted to roam more, read not AD carries, lost a portion of their power. In 14-22, we're again adjusting minion timings so that the first wave will match live, but over 40 minutes the side lanes will gradually slow down. This means roam timings will gradually open up over the first 40 minutes, so level 2-3 gank timings will still be just as supported. I don't think anyone's complaining about that. Listen, we don't need to bring back roam timings for mid laners to level 2, level 3. We don't need all that. Listen, we don't need all that. I don't want to be playing any of my side lanes and I'm getting ganked level 2 by an enemy mid and he loses nothing. I like the change. Keep it. Also, if you contextualize champs that roam early, there's not that many of them because there's 2 checkboxes you need. You need 1 that can get the push and 2 that has like pretty good skill set to roam with. For example, Talia is a pretty good champ. But most of the time what happens, it's not actually, those 2 things are never really met. What normally happens is you're laning mid, and the enemy mid laner drops an entire wave to run bot and gank. Like the Talons or the Katarinas or the Akalis of the world. They will just run bot, or Kiana. They'll run bot, pray that it works, and if it doesn't, they're cooked. But yeah, I like that they're graduating it down a bit. What we thought was a bounce nerf turned into his biggest buff. Is it?
Wait, this whole time playing to not die is an OP strategy. What? This is crazy overpowered. And the thing with not dying is you don't, the opponent doesn't get so fed as well. That's the crazy part about not dying. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Thank fuck you learned that now and not in 2 months. Chinese players call Beryl Genshin bro. Wait, really? This crossover was not on my cards. Oh yeah, Federer. Did he steal the World's Trophy? Why does he have it? Why does he have it? What if there's a tennis champ coming to League? Didn't they make Cassante like for Lil Nas? Or like he had some impact in making the champ? What if Roger Federer made it a champ? Like an AD carry with a tennis ball. Oh, it's a Mercedes sponsor. Oh. FNATIC roster next year is probably Oscar, Razork, Humanoid, Upset, Mickey X. I like it. I like it. The reason I like it is because the last time Upset had a experienced veteran, like solid world-class support was Hylissang. And I think Upset Hylissang was a fucking classic. Upset Hylissang was strong, man. That was one of the strongest bot lanes Europe's had in the last few years at that Worlds. So Upset Mickey, I think if they can lock the fuck in, that'll be a powerful bot lane. I think Oscar, I love Oscar. I actually think Oscar is one of the kindest people ever. And he's an insanely talented player. Oscar just needs to be a bit more consistent. He does. Because I will say, I think Oscar's Worlds and Oscar, like, overall towards the end of this year was pretty damn solid. But Oscar during winter and spring was really, really up and down. A lot of people might forget that, but Oscar was slumping big time in spring. Or was it spring or early summer? I don't know. He definitely cleaned it up towards the end of the year, but he needs to lock the fuck in. And Humanoid needs to lock the fuck in as well for internationals. FNATIC gags on FNATIC and Europeans' problems.
Let's go, man.
What are your opinions on imports? I think they're a good short-term solution for teams that want to win. Sure. What's the difference between Asian and European teams? Cross-map plays. Valid. Why don't European teams learn how to do them? I don't know. I've explained it to my team 1,000 times, and I don't know what's wrong. Maybe they're lazy or not disciplined. It's crazy to me that we've worked on these things all year, and they still mess it up. Oh my god. What do the players say when you point these things out? They just agree saying yes, yes, and that's it. The players use solo queue to practice bad matchups? No, in fact, there are players who've been doing poorly in side lane all year, and then they go play versus Varus, versus Kai'Sa in solo queue. And what do they say when you ask them for explanations? Nothing, because they don't have one. Why are such experienced and able to follow their coach instruction? I don't know. If we knew, we'd win LEC in 2025. What was that question? Does your team have bad habits? Yes, for example, FNATIC this year, I've emphasized recalls. I've even sat behind my players while they're in solo queue and asked them, hey, you got a lot of gold, shouldn't you base? And the player will respond that it's fine, and they'll do it after farming one more camp. And I've seen my players with 2k gold in them and not recall. I have that problem too. In Spain, we often talk about how a lot of unprofessional European players are. Do you think that's something that's also discussed in the English-speaking community? I think this isn't talked about because people are afraid to accept reality. They're afraid to say that X player is doing things wrong. That's why I talk about this publicly, so my players realize that their coach is pointing out things they do wrong. What if your players get upset? Well, let them get upset. I won't say these things. That's all in person. Repeating things all the time, it's tough, but first of all, I'm very lucky to work where I am, what I earn, and obviously I'm not under the kind of pressure that truly indispensable people like firefighters, doctors, and etc. have. That said, this job is pretty hard. It's really tough to deal with 5 young players who have no real life experiences for 13 hours a day with only 3 weeks of vacation all year. True. Do the players understand the game plans first time? No, they don't, and it happens quite often. For example, I clearly remember something that happened in the finals against G2. We were watching Mad G2 in the lower bracket. We did the scouting and report. We told the players, guys, G2's going to swap lane at 4 minutes and do the void grubs, and they're going to send bot lane top. Next day, first game, Oscar gets solo killed. He gets a solo kill on top, stays to push the wave. Then Hansama shows up with Kalista and kills him. I was in shock, and the worst part of it, no one was saying anything about the lane swap. As a coach, you just have to resign it yourself to it. At seeing that in the first game, what did you tell them? Did you curse at them? I really want to, but you can't start insulting your players in the middle series. You have to motivate them and prepare for the next game. I think if we can keep improving coaching staff and changing the way players treat, and the players realize themselves this is what working leads to embarrassment inside worlds every year, we can improve as a region. Did you start Lost Ratones in 2025? Yes. What did it cost? 1 million euros. Variety, Soy FM, Solo Queue, LPL, and LCS. Actually, I can't wait to tell you about the team, because some of those things are so wrong. They're so wrong. Just know when... You know how a lot of teams and the way competitive teams work is a lot of things happen behind closed doors? Just know that nothing's going to happen behind closed doors. It's all going to be right in front of you. Zeus is spamming Azir top on EUS solo queue. Why? Nemesis on playing versus Jensen for the first time? Oh, go on then, Nemesis. Give us some insight. Talk to me, Neme. Go on, say it.
Let's go, man.
So this is Reef Rivals right here. First game against Team Liquid. First game against Team Liquid. I solo carried this game, 100%. Oh yeah, it was the Jansen incident. Jansen got Flame Horizon in 15 minutes of gameplay. At this point I knew, this was my first game against Jansen, I knew this guy's a fraud. Complete fraud. Wait, what happened this game? What? Why can't I see it? Oh, here. Yeah, I don't know, I was elo held this game, unlucky. Noob team.
I remember this game, FNATIC vs TSM. Dan was completely inting that game. Jungle was such a horror. I wonder if we can find it. Can we find it? Oh my god, we can.
To be able to show
Bro, that was way easier than I thought. Why did I think that this VOD wouldn't exist?
opportunities and takes too big of a risk. Oh no, Sven did not want to go right.
He Flame Horizon him in 15 minutes. We will check the evidence, Nemesis. We will check the receipts. This is the game. Well, 30 CS up. We'll take that. We'll take that.
And they need to utilize those tools effectively.
Gold lead for FNATIC turned on its head as CoreJJ looking for the dash across the wall. Team Liquid just barreling down mid, looking for the fight.
Was quite a good Lux laser down mid. Jensen
Whippo.
Whippo going in and Jensen shut
Whippo
down.
kind of carried there.
Kill, 400 gold into
Here
his
comes Nemi.
Nemesis looking for the flank position here, but Impact goes
Corki
in.
was so monster broken back then, though. It was crazy how OP Corki was.
Impact chased up towards the top. Whippo needs to get the damage out as Reckless is forcing and FNATIC get there
from in mid.
Jensen now coming in though, looking for a bit of a fight.
Yeah, Jensen. I mean, Jensen doesn't look too weak this game. Obviously, I haven't watched the whole game.
Whippo in the pit, down low, Featherstorm comes out. Jensen forced away by Hillesang, but he uses the Emperor's Divide to knock them back. Hillesang still chasing in, FNATIC able to get out of line. Nemesis pushes forward for the kill. And Team Liquid.
What was that auto attack range, though?
Hillesang still chasing in, FNATIC
Oh, it's just a visual bug. Visual bug. Bro, Rift Rivals was so fun. But you know, Rift Rivals, I'll tell you a little story about Rift Rivals. Rift Rivals was so one-sided to Europe that no one took it seriously. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, if you didn't watch League back in the days, Rift Rivals was so one-sided to Europe that teams were drafting for fun. Like, look at their comp, G2. You know, they were winning with this shit.
More here, perks.
Wait, hold up. They lost? Okay, they might have lost the game. Okay. Hey, they lost the game. They lost the game, but the point still stands. They were completely trolling.
As to where Team Liquid are going.
Wait, did they lose again?
Get any of those options.
What the fuck? Wait, I thought 2019 EU smashed NA at Rift Rivals. What happened? What happened? I remember Origin... Wasn't Origin, like, putting their AD carry mid and shit? Yeah, Patrick played mid lane and Nuktak played bot. I thought EU smashed them.
We were talking about down. Origin have chased the remaining 3 members into the fountain, looking to clean up even more kills. Bjergsen wants to grab one, but he won't be able to find it.
Oh yeah, this, like Jankos was playing Pyke jungle. Did they win, right? They played Zoe Bard bot, Pyke jungle.
You're really at lethal range. Kind of one combo any of these players on.
It was disgusting.
Right? This isn't even a tank Jarvan. A full combo from Zoe should be 100%
Okay,
on any.
did Team Liquid do well? I guess Team Liquid did well then, right? Maybe I'm misremembering then. I mean, I guess I am misremembering. What happened in 2019 Rift Rivals? In my head, EU was stomping everyone, but I guess TL did pretty well. I remember Europe won though. Overall, Europe won.